Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. So in this video, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how I did my first braided ponytail. But as you guys can see from the title, I did botch it. It did come out not really good. It started off well when I started to braid it, but at the ending, when I tried to make it longer, I messed it up a bit. So as you guys can see here, I'm just putting my hair in a simple ponytail. I'm gonna wrap that around a bit. But first, of course, I want to show you guys what I did use throughout this video, which are some rubber bands. I also used the hair that I got from the store. You can use any long braids. I used both of them. I also used my eco styling gel, some wrap strips I also bought from the beauty supply store, and some bobby pins. So yeah, in this clip I'm just wrapping around my hair as I mentioned at first, and then after that, as you guys can see, I do have some really thin edges, so please guys please excuse it. I am trying to grow them back. So here I'm just going over my edges with my eco styling gel with this little edge brush, and I'm gonna go and do that throughout this clip. So here guys, as you can see, I started to part out my little edges that I have, of course. Please don't make fun of me, as I did mention already. I am trying to grow my edges back. I'm using this oil called Mscarolynsb. I was recommended by a few people to start using it. It's a Haitian oil. It comes from Haiti, and I'm applying that on my hair daily to grow my edges back, because I do want to stop wearing lace frontals. I want to start wearing tape-ins and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm just doing my edges, trying to get those down right quick so that I can go ahead and start the blow drying to attach my hair. So yeah, I'm just going to do this right quickly and come back when we're moving on to the next step. So now I got my blow dryer and I'm just going over my edges, what I applied my eco styling gel on, and I'm just blow drying that so that it can stay in place and we don't want any flyaways. And so that's what I'm just doing here. Throughout this video, guys, I was listening to music, and I also was watching something. I think I was watching a video on YouTube, so I was pretty distracted well, I wouldn't want to say distracted, but I was keeping myself occupied. So yeah, so now I think I was about to wrap my hair with the wrap strip so that it could lay the edges down. And so like I said, I didn't want to have any flyaways when I first did it, and so I wrapped it around about 3 times. I didn't keep it on for too long because I just wanted it to lay down, which I did get that look. So yeah, and it was kind of like of a struggle to take it off, honestly. You guys are gonna see because I'm gonna be using like a razor to take it off. But yeah, I didn't leave it on for too long. I just wanted to lay down. And now I'm just grabbing my hair, as I did mention. Oh, also, this is very long. It was 72 inches. And I did say I had to use like extra hair to make it longer. I guess it wasn't that long, but I did use both of the hair packs that came in it, because I wanted it to be super thick. I didn't want like the thin look. Yeah, I wanted a thick, long, you know, braided ponytail. But like I said, I did botch it. It didn't come out, you know, as perfect as I wanted it. But I mean, I wasn't really going anywhere. I was just like, honestly, like if you had watched my vlog before this video, you guys would have seen at the ending where I had just like relaxed my hair, gave myself a perm, washed and conditioned my hair. And I just wanted to like put my hair up somewhere, like, you know, give it a ponytail, you know, where it would look like nice and presentable. So yeah, I didn't really go anywhere. So this being botched wasn't really like, you know, a big thing for me. That's why I uploaded it. And I was like, you know, I'm just experimenting, even though it looks bad. We're all in this together. You guys are in this together with me. So yeah, so here, as you guys would have seen, I took off one of the wraps, and I'm gonna take the other two off right after I had put the rubber band around the wig, the braid. So I had the rubber, I don't even know how to explain it, but I put the rubber band underneath the little hair, the hair thingy, and I wrapped it around and I pulled it through so that it could like hold the hair, and I could wrap the hair around my actual ponytail. So here, I was wrapping that around my ponytail. I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see. So I took the rubber band and I wrapped it around my actual hair ponytail so that the braid could stick, well, not stick, but so it could be attached onto my hair, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to like explain it, you know, during talking, but that's why I turned around so you guys can see what I was doing. And after I did this, I think I took off the wrap. Yeah, so after doing that, after attaching on one of the braids, the braided hair, I took off the other two of the wraps. And like I said, I was struggling to take the second one off because I did tie it on a bit too tight. So yeah, and so here, I was beginning to feel myself a little bit, but this is where I noticed that it was way too thin and I wanted it to be thicker. So I added the other one on, as you guys can see. Yeah, I was just measuring it to see how thin it was, and it was thin. So I went ahead and I grabbed the other pack, well, not the other pack, but the same pack, and I got the other half of the hair to go ahead and attach it on to my actual hair. So at this point, I was just measuring out the sorry, I was fixing my shirt because my boobs was popping out. But at this point, I was just measuring the hair to make sure, you know, when I divided it into 3, and also feeling myself, of course. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, I was trying to measure it into 3 to make sure that, you know, me separating it would have been really even. So this is what I'm doing here, as you guys can see. So before I even did that, what I did was I separated just a little piece of the hair, and I wrapped it around my neck because I didn't want to stick a pin in it, because I had already laid my hair. So I wrapped it around my neck. I know I look real crazy with that around my neck, but I didn't want to just have it out there because it was gonna get mixed up in me while I was braiding my hair. So yeah, I wrapped it around my neck. It wasn't that tight, of course, but yeah, so I just had that there for the meantime. And then I'm gonna turn around in this video so you guys can see me parting the hair into 3 so that I can begin to braid it. And also with this braid, I started braiding it in the back, but before I get to that, I want to start off where I went wrong in this braided pony. So this is where I started to, you know, really like go bad, because I didn't really brush the hair into place. I just went ahead and I started braiding. Of course, if you guys, if any one of you want to do this, you would have to, of course, find a brush and brush your hair into the actual braiding hair so that it's like smooth. Of course, it's not going to be, you know, perfect, but you just want to brush it in so it's like not, you don't see any flyaways. You guys are going to see the flyaways when I start to braid. You're going to see what I'm talking about. But that's the first step from where I went wrong. And so yeah, as you guys can see, I started braiding from the back because I didn't want that I didn't want the big section, you know, in the braid, as of where, like, if I had pulled it in front, you guys would have seen like a big section before I started braiding, like a big section not being braided, and then you were gonna start seeing like a braid. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, when you start braiding, like, you know, you give like just a big section without braid, it's just there, and then the braid starts. It would have been like that if I had pulled the hair to the front and started braiding. And so that's why I just started from the back, because I wanted the braid to start from my actual right after the rubber band, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But here you guys can see where I did not brush my hair into place, and so it started to stick out. So hopefully you guys would learn from my mistake. And if you would want to do this, as I mentioned, you would have to brush the hair into place, use gel if you may, use a hairspray if you may, but you know, just brush it into place and then start braiding. And so also, this is also where my downfall began. This is the same braid, so I didn't add anything onto it as yet. But as you guys can see, as the braid got longer, it definitely got you know, I wouldn't say thinner, but it got thicker at the ending. And so I needed to add more hair so that the braid could finish braiding, and so that, you know, of course it would be longer, because I noticed that it was not going to be long. Like, I was like, yeah, no, this needs to be longer. And so when you guys see me like step back and I'm looking down, that's me just trying to like see, like right there I was seeing that, you know, I needed more hair, and it wasn't as long, you know, to my liking. So I think here is where I started to try and add more hair, and this is where I definitely messed up. As you guys can see the doubt in my face, I was really like saying to myself, yeah, this is over and done with. But as you guys would have seen, from the top, it started off really, really, really well. But when I added on the next piece of hair, that is where, you know, everything went left. I lost control. See, I kept adding hair, I lost control, everything went left. The braid wasn't seamless anymore, you know, it was this big lump. And then you started to see where it was really super, super thick at the first I would say like 3/4 of it was really, really thick, and then the last quarter was really thin, you know what I mean? Thin and botched, because the hair kept being tangled. my hair had a little entanglement. So yeah, but so the rest of this video is just me finishing off the braid. And yeah, you guys are gonna see at the ending where I show you where it is messed up a bit. But I was feeling myself, definitely. I was listening to some Haitian music. So yeah, as you guys can see here, the braid was really botched. So yeah, so I'm just finishing off the braid. At the ending I did add a rubber band and I clipped off the excess hair at the end. So here, as you guys can see, at the ending I will be fixing the flyaways, so don't worry about it. So for this part, for the extra hair that I left out, what I did was I just brushed it, I applied some gel onto it, and I wrapped it. So I did it over and over and over and over again until it was time to add a bobby pin. So basically I just was brushing it, wrapping it, brushing it, gelling it, and wrapping it, and I was doing it over and over and over again, so that it was really like, how do I put it? It was really like seamless, I guess, and not messy, put in place. Didn't want any flyaways or anything. So yeah, I just was doing it over and over and over again, wrapping it, gelling it, brushing it, gelling it, brushing it, wrapping it. And so I did it over and over and over and over until, you know, it was enough. And then at the end I added a bobby pin. And when it comes to bobby pins, you don't want to like push it in your scalp because they hurt a lot. And as you guys can see, when I did push it in my scalp, it did hurt. And one thing about a bobby pin, once you put it in and it starts to hurt, that's never going to stop hurting. So what you want to do is like make it so that it's really comfortable, and so that you don't have to keep moving the pin in your head. They hurt like hell. So after I did that, I was working on the flyaways, as you guys can see that I have on the ponytail and the braid. What I did was I gelled it a bit. I gelled it and then I sprayed it with some freeze spray, and I blow dried it so that it could stay into place. So yeah, as you guys can see here, I sprayed it, and I think I used some gel as well, some Got2b gel, and then I used my blow dryer to, you know, keep it into place. As I did mention, I wasn't really going anywhere important, so when I first messed up from the first step, when I didn't brush my hair into place, I was pretty comfortable with it. I was like, you know, whatever, I'm not going anywhere, so it's not really that important. But I already started to film it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this again. Well, actually, I am going to be doing it again, but the next time I will be learning from my mistakes, and it will be a better video, I do promise. So yeah, so here I was just blow drying everything into place. Here is where I, you know, was just blow drying my hair together and everything. And here is actually where I was finished with everything. I was just looking at it, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Okay guys, so I am done with my hair. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I did tell y'all that I am a professional, and so yeah, the braid is kind of busted. The braid is definitely busted. I don't know if you guys can see, it is busted. So it started off really nice, like look at this, really nice, and then see, nice, and then from here go down, busted. So oh my god, I can't believe foundation is yeah, whatever. Yeah, I am done. Now let me see if I can show you guys how long it is zoomed out. me go. Let me put this down some more so you guys can see. It is pretty long. It's past my butt, which is what I wanted. And so yeah, I love how it came out. I just wish I didn't, like, you know, mess up the bottom, but I'm still going somewhere with this, so I don't care. But guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys like this. I don't know if it's like a tutorial, you guys call it a tutorial, or you can call it a how-to, but I just wanted to show you guys while I was doing it on me. This is how I did this. I can't even say this is how I do my ponytails because this is my first time doing a ponytail. So a braided ponytail like that, past my ass at that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I did a little face. Focus on me, please. Thank you. Yeah, I did a little face, and yeah, it's kind of cute, with a little pink little kind of thing. But yeah, I hope you guys like how this turned out. I do. And I'll see you guys in my next video. This video was pretty short, to be honest, because like I said, it was just me showing you guys how I did this, you know, and I was also experimenting. But I will be doing this style again pretty soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!